you want to talk about some major breaking news that happened today in the WWE that is sending shockwaves throughout the entire company right now, from the executive roles to backstage talent walking out, to backstage talent being rejoicing, to other companies' owners reacting to this. It all is a big time chaos right now in reaction to the breaking news of Vince McMahon, the CEO and chairman of the WWE since the 1980s, when he took it over from his father, has stepped down from the WWE and is officially retired today. This is one thing that a lot of WWE fans thought they would never ever hear, is the words Vince McMahon and retirement in the same sentence with the WWE, but it has actually happened. Vince McMahon has officially retired from the WWE, and he is stepping away and handing the company over to his daughter Stephanie and to Nick Khan as the co-CEO and co-chairmen of the WWE going forward. There's a lot to unpack here, and I'm going to try to do the best I can to unpack it. But I hope everybody is enjoying your Friday evening right now. What's going on? This is NYG Jeffy T3285, and I'm here to break down this whole chaos that's going on right now with Vince McMahon retiring from the WWE. Vince McMahon has been the chairman and CEO for the WWE. He's been a big-time corporate sponsor for many companies, or for many sponsorships, and he's pretty much put the WWE on the type of global map that they have been put on nowadays as one of the biggest corporations in the world. And a lot of it has to do with Vince McMahon and the work he does behind the stage, and also, of course, the character that Vince McMahon portrayed back in the 1990s and early 2000s when he was known as Mr. McMahon, the on-screen character, and having legendary feuds with guys like Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Mick Foley, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, John Cena, Bobby Lashley, Batista, Randy Orton, his son Shane McMahon, his daughter Stephanie, you name it. Vince McMahon has been a staple on screen as one of the most charismatic and one of the most fixtures on WWE television for a long time. But of course, as he's gotten older, he's been playing more behind the scenes. But this is a shocking and astonishing news story, because you never would think Vince McMahon, with the type of work ethic he is and the type of personality is, that he would never want anybody else to take over the WWE as long as he's still alive, and as long as he still has that itch to keep working. You never thought this type of bombshell would drop, but oh man, did it drop. And the WWE fans, the WWE talent, the WWE higher-ups, even people from other companies are shook right now. I even got some exclusive stuff that's going on right now. In fact, WWE right now, according to Angel Arabale of WrestleNews.com, is saying that WWE right now is holding an all-hands-on-deck meeting with their employees. Pretty much after this breaking news, they're going to try to get all the talents together and try to see what kind of, try to regroup everybody together because of the type of monumental announcement that's just been dropped tonight. And it's even gone as further as as more breaking news keeps continuing to drop. As I made in my earlier short before, Triple H has returned back to the WWE. He's been deemed 100%, and he is now once again running the talent relations, as he's the president again of talent relations and the EVP of the WWE. And John Lauranititis has been ousted from the WWE, as he, as well as Vince McMahon, has been involved in this scandal that's been going on for the past few months. So John Laurinaitis is no longer part of the WWE, and Triple H, who has been deemed once again 100%, is back in control of the WWE. So there's a lot to unpack here, and you have to see what type of role Triple H is even going to have now. Maybe he could even have more power with his wife Stephanie now as a co-chairman and co-CEO of the WWE going forward. And also some other news going on too that's also breaking news. Brock Lesnar, after hearing news about Vince McMahon's imminent departure and retirement from the WWE, Brock Lesnar was reportedly pissed off from hearing the news, and he has officially left the Smackdown area, and he's even gone as far as to say if Vince McMahon is gone from the company, that Brock Lesnar is officially going to be done with the WWE as well, which is just earth-shattering news, as they've been building up a lot of the programming lately to this one final match and altercation between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns for the undisputed Universal Championship at SummerSlam a week from tomorrow in a Last Man Standing match. And now with Brock Lesnar reportedly now looks like he might be on the outs unless Stephanie, Nick Khan, Triple H can do a lot of convincing to try to ask Brock Lesnar to maybe come back and do this one final match. It looks like that the WWE is going to be in major need of a big-time replacement to go about this WrestleMania-type main event and SummerSlam for this Last Man Standing match against Roman Reigns. And one name that has been going out there, I know a lot of fans are not going to be happy about this, but it's unfortunately Goldberg. Goldberg has been put into the news recently as a guy that is going to be considered for a potential replacement for Brock Lesnar if Lesnar does in fact not come back to report for his match at SummerSlam against Roman Reigns in their Last Man Standing match. But this is major news that's going on. I mean, there's trickle waves that have been going on through the WWE right now. They're having emergency staff meetings. Wrestlers that might be rejoicing because Vince is gone. Wrestlers that are not happy that Vince is gone. I'm sure stockholders and shareholders are not happy because they had a lot of shares and stocks involved with the WWE. And of course, recently, the news that's been dropping the past couple of weeks about the WWE returning back to a WWE TV 14 type rating going forward and becoming more of an edgier product again. This is just a lot of news to right now put together as the WWE is going through a major seismic change right now in terms of their leadership going forward. And you have to wonder how Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan are going to be able to hold the weight that Vince McMahon, as much as we complained about the creative, as much as we can stand some of the decisions Vince McMahon was making, including the talent that he suppressed and the talent that he let go and the storylines that he was booking and the type of angles he was booking, as much as that drove us crazy, we cannot discount what Vince McMahon has done for the WWE in terms of their corporate sponsorship, their corporate shareholders, as well as build the WWE into one of the biggest global economic companies around the world, and also the type of on-screen character that he displayed to put the WWE truly on the map back in the 1990s and the early 2000s as the Mr. McMahon character, as I mentioned earlier in the video, with legendary feuds against The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, just to name a few. This is major news that has just been dropped. A lot is more going to be unfolding as we go forward. We have to see how the WWE is going to go forward with this, how Nick Khan and Stephanie McMahon are going to be able to work together to try to make the WWE a better product or just even a decent product after what Vince McMahon is departing the company. What wrestlers are going to be more outspoken about the departure of Vince McMahon? Which wrestlers are going to be happy Vince is gone? Which wrestlers are going to be not happy Vince is gone? If storylines are going to improve? We don't even know if the WWE might still be a TV 14 product. I think Vince McMahon might have been more in favor of turning the product TV 14. And now the fact that he's not in the company anymore as the CEO, because of Nick Khan and the way he wants to run things, and because of Stephanie McMahon seeming to lead more towards the kids' end of things, I would not be shocked if WWE somehow reverses course and goes back and stays as a PG product. But who knows what Triple H is going to have to say in the matter too, as he's got a lot of power behind the scenes as well. So this is a lot of news to break down. Vince McMahon has officially retired from the WWE. Brock Lesnar has left the WWE right now, very unhappy after news of Vince McMahon retiring, and he's gone as far as to say that if Vince McMahon is gone, he is gone. The WWE is having an emergency meeting right now to try to get everything together and even try to put on some type of show for Smackdown tonight after the groundbreaking news on Vince McMahon retiring. And even going forward, who is going to be able to replace Brock Lesnar if he does not decide to come back and have this match against Goldberg, or have this match against Roman Reigns in the Last Man Standing match for the WWE Universal Championship? There's a lot to unpack right now. And we just have to see what type of news is going to break in the coming days, because there's probably going to be a lot of more news to come around this whole subject with Vince McMahon stepping down, and also, what's going to happen going forward, how Stephanie and how is Nick Khan going to run the company, if maybe some wrestlers that were very anti-WWE because of Vince McMahon, they might decide to come back. What's going to happen with guys like Kevin Dunn, because John Laurinaitis has already been ousted, Vince McMahon is gone. I cannot imagine Kevin Dunn's life expectancy in the WWE is going to be much longer. I expect him to probably be removed as part of the choreography and as part of like the visual effects for the WWE going forward, because he was strictly a Vince McMahon guy, and there's been a lot of reports that Stephanie and Triple H are not fans of Kevin Dunn, so I would not be surprised if he's removed from the company, and I wouldn't even be surprised if Bruce Pritchard, who does have some people that he's the talent that does like Bruce Pritchard, but there's a lot of talent that are not in favor of Bruce Pritchard and the type of role he's in. I wouldn't even be surprised if he's removed from the company going forward, and Triple H, Stephanie, and Nick Khan bring in more of their people to run the WWE going forward. But that's just my breaking news video surrounding the WWE. Vince McMahon has stepped down from the WWE. He has officially retired. Brock Lesnar has gone AWOL, has left the WWE Smackdown arena tonight, and he's gone as far as to say that he might be done with the WWE at the Vince McMahon news. Triple H has once again assumed roles as part of the WWE going forward as the EVP and the talent relations president going forward, as well as he's also been very in favor, and we don't know who's going to be the replacement for the main event. So I hope everybody, if you enjoy the video, please hit the like button below. I apologize for starting this. It's just breaking news. I'm just getting home and seeing this. If you like the video, please hit the like button below. Subscribe if you haven't already to NYG Jeffy T 3285 for more breaking news updates and chatter surrounding the WWE, Giants, Mets, Nets, and food for thought. Leave a comment below on how you feel about this major news that has dropped about the WWE, Vince McMahon stepping down, and other news that's surrounding this major announcement that's happened. And turn on the bell for notifications on the WWE going forward on the next video and short dropping on the WWE. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday. We'll see what happens on SmackDown, what's going to happen on Raw, NXT, SmackDown, especially on SummerSlam going forward next Saturday, because I guarantee there's going to be a lot of plans that could be rearranged and changed going forward. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend. Stay cool and stay air conditioned. Drink a lot of fluids if you're in the Northeast area, by the tri-state area, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, etc. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and let's see what happens on SmackDown tonight. Take it easy. Peace.